Okay, so this Compland compressor here is bad. Okay, not working good. Okay, sorry, my voice is bad. Compland compressor is no good. Okay, so somebody isolated it, turned it off, right? Never took the oil out of it. Now the other compressors are failing because there's no oil in the reservoir. So what are we gonna do? Isolate the discharge, isolate the oil. Now we're gonna come around back. Okay, and you're going to hook up your gauges, the high side to the liquid line or discharge. Liquid works better. And then your low side, you're going to hook it up to the back of this compressor, right into that suction valve. Now, that suction valve is not isolated right now because if you isolate it, it's just going to squirt out refrigerant, so you need to hook it up first. Now we're going to isolate it. Now we're isolating it, now that it's hooked all up. You need to remove a hose from your gauges. We're going to hook it up to a low pressure suction line right here. We're going to hook it up. You see how there's no straighter compressor? So this valve doesn't need one, so we're going to hook it up on this one. If you didn't have one of these valves, you'd have to use a straighter core remover tool. Putting the valve up, hooking up the other half of that cord to the oil pump on this Bad compressor. So this is isolated, this is isolated, the suction valve is now isolated. The only way out of this compressor is through that oil pump thing right there into your suction. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come over here, go to our gauges, right, we're going to feed our high pressure liquid. We're going to open up the red, and then we're going to let it flow over to the blue. And now that high pressure liquid is coming through here into your compressor, building up pressure in that compressor. Then our oil is being pushed out through here. You can see the pipes vibrating, and it's going to go out back into your suction header, and we're going to start to see that oil level drop. Now what you can also do is you can manually turn on a couple compressors to feed it throughout your system if you want. So as that oil goes in, the compressors are going to take it and speed it around the system. Now, you could maybe, instead of hooking this up to your suction, you could hook it up into your oil reservoir, but I don't want to get the liquid refrigerant into the oil reservoir, so I'd rather just do it this way. Now, if the oil pump was working, we could pump it into there, but we can't right now. So we're going to take a minute and see how it goes. Verify right here, twist it just a little bit. See that? Plenty of oil is going in there. So now I also turned on all the compressors, and I found another issue. This is just for your future knowing that this compressor is not turning on and is also filled with oil. So we'll probably have to do the same thing with that one. So just to show you, I ended up taking out the straighter because it was just taking too long. It's doing it for like 15 minutes. And you can see now all that oil is slowly kind of coming out. It's getting there. It might take 10 to 20 minutes or so. You just want to make sure your compressors are doing okay. It doesn't seem to be making any bad sounds or they're grinding. You can't feed that much in, but it's good. Keep going and going. It's looking good. So I took it off the liquid and I put it on a discharge line over there, and I fed discharge in because I was having a little bit of trouble distinguishing the discharge from the liquid refrigerant. And now you can see that that's empty. This is no more oil in it. So we're going to put the straighter core back and put it back together, and that's it. That's how you do it. That's how you remove the oil out of a Bad Compland compressor. Please like, subscribe, and all that stuff.